Hey everybody, good evening and welcome. You are on the cutting edge and I am Buck Wild. Right here on the table in front of you is the Civivi Vision FG. I don't know what the FG stands for, but this is a relatively new knife, and the thing that's most significant about it is the lock, which is, in my mind, visually, if nothing else, similar to the Demco Shark Lock. This has Nitro V steel, micarta scales, the pocket clip that comes with it. This is not the original one. I replaced it because nobody likes the original pocket clip, and I really just wish that Civivi would do something to upgrade that clip. In any case, I just purchased this a while ago. I've been carrying it now for several days. I really do like it. There's a lot that I really like about this knife. The price is not bad in my mind compared to what you get. But let's look at it compared to a few other knives. Okay, so here's the Vision FG, and you can get an idea of the overall dimensions here. It's solid. I mean, when you're carrying it, it's not like a bug out or anything like that, but it's not chunky. I love the holes here in the grip. You know, you can get an idea that it's milled out, obviously. I really do like this lock. It's called the Super Lock, and it takes a little bit of getting used to, but you've got these great thumb studs here. It deploys easily. You can open and close it with the Super Lock, and there's no play. This thing is razor sharp out of the box. So again, there's a lot that I love about this knife, but with tax and everything, it's like north of 80 bucks on Amazon. Okay, so what else can you get? Well, I think the next one down is probably going to be this one. And this is the Off-Grid Knives Enforcer. Now, this model here is in D2, and I've had this for quite a while. This was it was less than 60 bucks when I purchased it. These knives are made by, it's not Civivi, who is it? Oh crap, they make the Barracuda. I can't think of it now. But Bestech. So Bestech makes knives for Off-Grid, and they also make knives for Civivi. So this has a D2 blackwash blade. It's a liner lock. It's milled out a little bit. And then this is not the factory clip, obviously. In fact, the factory clip is on this one. Why? Because I hate the Civivi clip so much. This knife, obviously, I picked up from Kershaw, and it's fantastic. Great knife. Less than 60 bucks. Now, granted, the ones that you buy now, I think, are the XL, and they're in 154, so you're not going to be able to find this one on Amazon. All right, what else? Well, since we were talking about Bestech and off-grid knives, this is the Civivi Brigand, and you can see that the blade shape is similar. In fact, very similar, right? And the Civivi is also a liner lock. This is, I believe it's D2. Nice lockup, G10 scales. Again, I mean, the clip works, but it's fugly, man, and nobody likes it. And I mean, do something with this G10 backspacer. Come on, seriously, guys. Side by side with the Vision, you can see that overall the Vision is longer, but in terms of overall cutting edge on the blade, they're very similar. I'm not going to worry about weight right now. Like I said, I've carried this for a few days, and it doesn't bother me. It sits really well in the pocket. So one thing that the Civivi does have is this jimping here north of the pivot that I like. It also has the finger choil, right? So you can really get a grip on this. The Civivi, the jimping, such as it is back here on the lock release. There's nothing up here on the blade. It does have a really generous finger choil, but I would love some jimping up here. Okay? Just if you guys are into the CQI stuff. Let's make some ongoing continuous improvements. Now, I don't remember what I paid for the bring-in. It was probably about 50 or 60 bucks. I'm 99.9% sure it was less than what I paid for the Vision. Okay. The last one here that I'm going to show you, if you hear some noise in the background, it's one of my dogs and she's trying to get my attention. This is the Kershaw Aridium with the reverse Tonto. And I love this knife. Like, this thing, there's nothing about it that I don't like. Right now, these things can be had for less than 55 bucks, whether you get it on Blade HQ or Amazon. Amazing. You've got the Duralock, which is their version of the Axis lock. You've got the D2 steel. This thing is nice and sharp. You've got jimping here, a little bit, not much, but north of the thumb stud. No real choil to speak of. You do have a little room here. Deep carry clip. Beautiful backspacer. The aluminum handles have a little bit of texture on them, and the lock on this thing is, I have a mini Crooked River, and I like the Duralock, the action on the Duralock better. So now we come back to the Vision. Again, I love the aesthetics. I really like the blade shape. I'm a big fan of micarta. The lock, I'll give a shout out to Gideon's Tactical. I think really it was his review of this knife that encouraged me to pull the trigger on it. And I've been very impressed with the sharpness of the factory edge right out of the box. I love micarta. I've done some work on this. They say it's dark green, but really it's not. It may look green here in the light, but it really seems to me more of a light gray. Again, the lock is great. This clip I like a lot more. This is the clip that I took off of the Off-Grid Knives Enforcer. I like it a lot more. Civivi, there are some, I guess, titanium clips that you can get on Amazon, but honestly, just put a nicer clip, because I can tell you this is not titanium, right? Put a nicer clip. This is not titanium. These guys, this is Kershaw and Off-Grid Knives, but Kershaw is coming in cheaper. Even though this is made in China, they're coming in cheaper than Civivi. So put a nicer clip on your knife, please. Again, the clip aside, my only other complaint would be that there should be some jimping here on the blade north of the pivot. I mean, this jimping here on the lock really doesn't do anything in my mind. It's not uncomfortable. I mean, it's good in the hand. I enjoy it. It doesn't cause me any discomfort or hot spots or anything like that. But I do wish that, I mean, if you're choking up on the blade, it would be nice to have a little bit of jimping up here. Okay? So anyway, most expensive at north of $80. Decent knife. I love the Nitro V steel. Here's a beautiful option for under 60 bucks. And if you can find the Civivi Brigand, it's a decent knife, no complaints there. And then last but not least, if you want an Off-Grid Knives Enforcer, you're going to have to pay a little more, because I think they only do them in 154 cm, and the blade will be a little bit longer than the one here. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Any questions, comments, leave them below. I'm not endorsed or paid by anybody. So have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.